Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be taking that buck that we shot in the last video, and we're gonna be doing a full processing video of him today. It's been hanging up in the freezer for 4 or 5 days now, and it's Saturday. I took today off of hunting just so I could process this deer and I had some other stuff to get done around the house. But anyway, I got the deer back here in my cooler. We're gonna pull that out here in a second. I've got all my spices and whatnot out that I'm going to add in with the meat. I'll go over all that stuff too once I get to that point. Like I said last video, I'm gonna take this whole deer and I'm gonna grind everything up, turn the whole thing into a burger just because we're out of it. That's what we use the most, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of go over the way I process them, the way I cut them down. So I'm gonna get them hung up here. I went ahead and built me a little thing the other day to hang him up right here, and he's already skinned out and everything, and so I'm gonna go ahead and hang him up and kind of just show y'all my process, what I do. I know YouTube probably ain't gonna like it, but I'll show y'all this one time and kind of go from there. But let me get everything together and kind of show y'all my step-by-step process of how I do it and what works for me. Let me get y'all set up, and I'm gonna get my little mounting thing, my little skinning thing that I put up for y'all. Alright. Because I was going back and forth on whether I was just going to buy one, like buy the the little tripod ones that you can put up, or buy one that you can put up on your trailer hitch. But I was like, surely I've got enough wood and material and stuff left over that I can build something, because I just built this building last year, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff left over from building it. And I plan on building something on the side of one of these, on the side of this building, for hanging deer up and skinning them out and all that good stuff, just because I process all my meat here at the house. But I just never didn't know how I wanted to do it, where I wanted to have it at on the building. Then I ran out of time doing it, so I just went ahead and put this together for now, and I've got it. Never done it before. I just put it together, so y'all can find out with me how good it works. Hopefully it'll work. That deer's not a full live deer weight, so I don't know what it's gonna weigh now. Which I did buy me a scale just so I can hang it up, and I'm just curious of how much the buck weighs field dressed right now, skinned out and gutted out and everything, versus how much meat I'm going to get off of it. So I'm going to weigh it just because I'm curious, and I didn't get to weigh it, the live weight of it. But I'm going to get this put together, and I'll kind of explain to y'all what I've got going on. Might not be the best thing, but hopefully it'll work. Now, I weigh about 230, 240 myself, and I hung myself on this thing, and it didn't budge, so surely it'll hold a deer. Deer around here ain't that big. So it goes in right there. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna switch heads, switch sockets with this last one. I'll get this up and I'll just kind of show y'all how I built it, what I did with it, why I did this, why I did that. I know there's probably a million different ways to do this, but this is what I had, and works for me. I guess we're gonna find out if it works for me or not, because I ain't never used it before. Alright, there she blows. It ain't going nowhere. So basically all I did was, and this is simple, I'm sure y'all can do this if y'all have the stuff to do it with. All I did was, I've got all these lag bolts just laying around here, so I figured I might as well use them. So basically this stud right here, the door frame in this shop, is, you know, 2 stacked true 2x6s, and so I just took 5 of these bolts, these lag bolts, went ahead and drilled my holes in the wood with the drill bit first, my little pilot holes, and then I drilled those through it. And then over here I got 3 T25 screws and another lag bolt, and down here I just got 3 more just for kind of support. And so whenever you put weight down on there, this will support that from keeping that from going down or whatever. And if this is too low, then I can always loosen that one up and do some adjustments and have that up higher and blah blah blah. But then this one, I've just got that piece on there, which is perfect for hanging up. And then after that sun's gonna be a problem this whole video, I can already tell you. Anyway, so now what I do is I take my comb along down here. Now, this already got this pulley on it, so we take this pulley and we're gonna hook it to that top hook up here, just like that. Now we're gonna come down here on the floor. I've got a little eye bolt on the floor right down there. We're gonna take that, hook that right up to it, just like that. So now we've got that mounted to the floor. That ain't going nowhere. And then it comes up to there, and then we got this hook down here. So on this hook, what we're gonna do is put this on there. This is what goes on the deer itself. And there you go. That hook's on there. Perfect. But in this case, I'm going to have that hook on it. And then I'm going to have this upside down. There we go. Now I'm going to have that on it. So that'll put my scale on it. That'll show me what it weighs. And so now all I got to do is come back on my comb alone and sit on that handle and winch it up, and it better work. Alright, I guess it's time to get the deer out, huh? Man, that sun is not good. The sun's gonna be a problem. I wanted to start filming this video a lot earlier than what I did. It's 12:30 in the afternoon right now. I wanted to do it this morning, but I've been running around trying to get stuff done this morning. But anyway, we're doing it now. Stopped yesterday on my way home from work. Stopped at my buddy's house and went ahead and got this deer from his cooler from hanging up. Got his stuff down in my cooler. Got a whole bunch of ice in it. And then while I was there, I had took my 6-point buck head that was in my freezer from last year, and then the head off of this buck. Went ahead and took both of them to the taxidermist right down the road from his house, just to get some European mounts done on them, and finally get that buck head out of my freezer and make room for this guy. Watch out. Boy, Wrangler's in heaven right now. He loves deer. So, I don't really know how. It'd be perfect. I could have y'all back here. Y'all can't see much, can you? I might just have to deal with it for a second until I get hung up. If y'all are okay with that. I've already got his legs cut from when I hung him up the other day. So that goes right into there perfectly. That goes right into there perfectly. And now I can't get to my winch. So, we're just gonna have to do like that, maybe. Y'all still see? Maybe. I don't know how y'all. I wish y'all can see better. That sun is like bad. Y'all see that? I don't know. Anyway, I come here on my come along. Here. How about I just be smart and put y'all in the building with me? I might be able to see a little bit better. There we go. I guess. Anyway, I guess y'all can see that. Watch out, buddy. Well, all I gotta do with this is to winch them up. I'm hoping that's gonna be high enough. It might not be high enough, but we're gonna find out. Catch my cooler. Looks like that's about it. And he's still down in the cooler, so we're gonna have to take off that scale. So I guess we'll never know how much he weighed. He's kind of off. Let's just see. He's not really touching nothing down in there. Full of ice though. Right now it says he weighs 2 pounds. I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, he's still touching down there, so there ain't much weight on it. Anyway, we're gonna take that off, take that scale off. Try again. Still might not be tall enough. We're gonna see. Barely tall enough, but it'll work. Okay. Good boy. See, girl. Alright. There he is. He's hung up. He is off the ground, but I would like to get him a little bit higher on there. Just so I don't have to break my back, so we might end up just before I do the next one, I'll just end up taking that board and just raising it up some. But that'll work for right now. What I'm trying to do. Trying to get that back. So now what I would do is come over here. I can take my sled and get any kind of blood that comes out of it, or any scrap meat, whatever I can put on it. Just kind of let all the blood drain down to here, then I can always clean this out. All right. Yeah. Put this back here. What I'm trying to do is once I get this deer quartered up, then I can set all the meat onto that table and then move it closer to my actual skinning table. Then I can put the meat up there, debone it, clean it all off, clean it up, and then start grinding it. But what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna go ahead and quarter it up, cut all the meat off of them. Then I'm just gonna throw it back in this big cooler. I'm gonna go dump all this ice out of it and hose it out, clean it up, get the blood out, and then I can just throw all this meat into that cooler and then take it out, put it on the table, clean it, blah blah blah. Alright guys, it's time to start cutting on it. I went and dumped ice out of my cooler, and for now I just went ahead and dumped it down here in my sled with all my scraps, so I can all dump it all at the same time and place the ice in there, keep it not from stinking. So what we're gonna do on this deer is, y'all can see that there's a lot of hair on this deer that we had got on him. That night I was cleaning it just because it was 1 o'clock in the morning. But all this meat down here, now the shoulders, pretty much all this meat, I'm gonna try to save some of it from his front 2 quarters, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save much from this side, just because that's right where I shot at. So it's all bloodshot meat, and you don't want bloodshot meat. It's just gonna taste real gamey and not good. Same with the hair. With all the hair on here, you need to do your best to, well, in the first place, try not to get any hair on the meat. But if you do see any hair on it, once you got it all cut off, then you want to just really take your time with it and pick all the hair out, because that hair will make it taste real gamey and not good at all. So I'm just gonna start down here with my cut, and I'm just gonna cut this quarter off for right now, just because I don't know if there's anything I can do with this one. I should be able to save a little bit off of it. I don't know how much. The other one might be alright, just because that one didn't get hit as hard as this one did. So this one, all that dark bloodshot meat, you don't want none of that. We're gonna go back on that one and try to trim off all the meat that we can. Watch out, Wrangler. But this one does look better from the outside, at least. So we're gonna try to get this one off. We're gonna get this one off and keep it, just because it's actually got a lot of good meat on it. You want to try to get all the meat off of these that you can. A lot of people, they'll just kill a deer and just take off the back straps or tenderloins and just disregard all this other meat. I don't believe in doing that. If you take an animal's life and you don't just kill it just for back straps or just for antlers or whatever, you want to get all the meat off of it you can. That's what I like to do. Now I'm going to move on to the back straps. So here on the spine comes down, that's his tailbone, but his spine comes down right here, and on both sides of that, the full length of it, you have what they call the back strap. So all you want to do is you want to find that spine, go all the way down the length of that spine down to his neck, down to his neck meat. And then you'll kind of feel the ribs, so you just want to take your knife and follow his ribs, pull it back as you're doing it. Same with up here. And now, make you a cut straight across right in there. And then do the same on this side. Come on down. Just like that. Kind of peel it back with your fingers. Now, you just cut the back side of it under it. Kind of feel it, it'll kind of just come out on its own. There's your back strap off of a deer, and I'll go back. I always go back and get all the silver skin off of it. Got all that silver skin off of it. And a lot of people, that's where you get your steaks and stuff from. But me, I'm just gonna grind it all up this time. I did leave some in here, so come back. Get that piece that I left. Throw that in the cooler. Do not drop it. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. You want to come up to where it kind of is the hind quarter meets the back, and you'll feel it because there's a bone. This hip bone comes down right through here. You kind of feel that, go around it. But I always like to start on the spine side, just because I use that spine. That's kind of like a guide. It'll tell you where to go and where not to go. Take that all the way down. Go down it a couple times to separate everything. Make that cut again. You'll come down on this side. Just like that. Now, this is tender meat, so if you pull on it too much, you'll end up pulling it out. Then if you do that, you just go back and cut out what you missed. Don't want to waste any of this meat. It's that good meat. There you go, pretty much just falls on out. Same thing on this one. Look how pretty that meat is. Once I get it all cleaned up, I'll get all that blood and stuff out of it. All that silver skin off of it. Throw that down there in the cooler. Come back and get some of this. Tell you what, last year I took the back straps, you know, I cut it in small little pieces like this, and then I would go and, you know, cut this piece into thirds or whatever, marinate it, make it into jerky. Be some of the best jerky. I'm gonna go and try to get every last little piece of meat out that I can. I ain't gonna leave much for the coyotes. They ain't gonna have much to munch on from this one. Now you always want to do your hindquarters last, just because that's what's holding the whole entire deer up. I'll show y'all how to do that here in just a second. Go ahead and cut all these out. Now me personally, most time I don't get the rib meat. I mean, if it's good meat, I'll go ahead and get between all the bones and stuff. But I don't keep the whole entire rib cage and make deer ribs and nothing like that. But I will, if there is any good meat on them, I'll go down in between them, cut that meat out. Now we're just gonna come cut up here. Don't want to cut too far up into them tenderloins. Just like that. Get that out of the way. Now you just want to take those, cut them, fold them down. I'll cut all this out so y'all can see better. This is going to be the tenderloins. Best part on the whole deer. Smallest piece of meat, but it's the best piece. Alright, so here, you got this piece of meat here, and this piece of meat here. The spine's right here in the middle. So now what you want to do, this is tenderloin 1 and 2. So you just want to find that spine again. Go on down the side of it. And then take that silver skin out of the way. Get that out the way. Get this out the way. Without cutting myself. Alright. I'm getting tangled up in rope. kind of stuff. Anyway, come down here, just follow where that meat goes. Follow it all the way down. And then each cut you make, you can go back with your fingers, kind of pull it off. Pull it off as you're going. And this is even more tender than that back strap, so you gotta be a little bit more careful with this. If you're pulling it too much, it'll just kind of all break off, fall apart, whatever. Just want to slowly just cut it off. Just take your time with it. There's no hurry. You go out and kill a deer, you need to take your time with it and get all the meat you can off of it. A lot of people like to rush and just to go ahead and get it done, but I think if you rush around, you end up forgetting, leaving a lot of meat behind. And there you go. That's the tenderloin on it. Of course, I'll go back, and a lot of times there's fat on them, and you can always take that fat, and that fat will pull, right off of them, just with it being so tender. But I go back with my knife and get all this trimmed up. That's the tenderloin. A lot of people down here in the South call it sweet meat. It's got a lot of different names of it, but I just call it the old tenderloin. And then do the same thing on this side. Follow that spine down. Make you a few cuts on there. Come up here, cut across. Kind of go on down. Cut again. See all that fat on this one? That stuff will pull right off. Just like that. There you go. Some more up down here. Pull that stuff off. Don't want to have any fat on it either. That'll give it a bad gamey taste. There's that. All this stuff right here. I should be able to keep some of that. All of that. And just go back, trim all that up, grind it all up. Same way with this one. This one's a little bit more bloodshot. Nastier looking, but I can go and trim a lot of that meat off. No problem. Alright, so now that you got your tenderloins out, we got the back straps out, I'm gonna move on down to the neck meat. Try to get some of the neck meat off if it's good. If not, we'll get what we can. Now you just want to come here, pick your hair off, and now just get out y'all's way so y'all can kind of see. All you gotta do with this, you just cut on down the middle of it, and you get all this meat. Get out of there, Wrangler. You don't want to drink that, boy. I know you will. Kind of just want to cut it, work your way around it. I was like, yeah, let me get a bite of that. That's that good stuff, huh? Let me get a bite of that. A lot of my deer I'll make jerky out of. I love making jerky out of it, snack sticks, stuff like that. But we are very low on deer meat. And so most time if we're low, and so a lot of times the first deer of the season I'll go ahead and just grind the whole thing up, make burger out of it, just to stock the freezer, just so we have it. And then I can start worrying about it. Then once I get the freezer built up some and meat, then I can always go and start getting fancy with it, and making all my jerky and snack sticks and whatnot. My sausage. I think that's all I got left from last year's sausage right now. Anyway, y'all just want to, on both sides, there's a lot of meat still in here. A lot of people just skip over, but I'm just going to go in. I'm going to trim all this meat out, all the way around them, as much as I possibly can, at least. And I can get back, clean it, get all the fat and whatnot off of it, grind it all up. Come back in here. Still a lot of meat in here. I ain't wasting none of it. Get that meat that's on top of the ribs. Boom. I can sit here for days and try to pick all the neck meat out and everything else out, but we ain't going to. That yellow jacket right there. Pow. You dead. You can see on this side, that's the exit side. Down here, let me show y'all. That's where his leg was. Somewhere right in here is the exit right up here. That's the exit hole. That's the entrance hole. But anyway, now we can go ahead and take all this off. So what I'm going to do now is find my saw that I have somewhere. Where it is, who knows? Right there. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it. Just makes it a little bit easier. You just come right through here. Just try to cut that off. Drop that down. And now we just got this that we're working. We ain't worried about all the other weight, all the extra weight on it, whatnot. So that's good to go. So now, let me try to move y'all back in it right here. What you doing, boy? I walk away for 2 minutes. Yeah, here eating everything. I always give them scraps as I'm cleaning my deer. Alright, so now on the hindquarters, what we're going to do is get this yellow jacket out of here. Here you go. First, I'm going to cut down the middle of them, either side. Cut around that bone that's right in there. Now on the back side, you're going to have his hip bone right down to here. So basically what you want to do is come through here, find that bone, go around it, Y'all even see that? Let me drop y'all down some. You like them apples? Alright. Basically what I just did is you've got this hip bone right in here, so you want to cut down, go around that bone, and then get back under it. Get down all the way through it. Same on this side. Cut down, find that bone, go around it, and you'll feel it in there. Go right around it just like that. A lot of people leave these whole, but in this case, all I'm going to do is grind them up anyway. So this is where your roast come from. So if you wanted a roast, this is what it is. Me, I ain't getting no roast this time, so simply just gonna take this meat, cut it, just cut it all up in big chunks. Then I can go back as I'm cleaning it, and as I'm cleaning it, I can get back and chop everything off, chop it up into smaller sections. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this cleaned up, get this taken down out my way so I don't bang my head on it. Get rid of this, move this out the way, and go ahead and prep my meat station. And I'll show y'all how I'll go when I start trimming all the meat up, cleaning it up and whatnot.